Welcome everyone to High Desert School. It is an honor for me to welcome students, parents, family members, and members of the school board here this morning. I would like to take this opportunity to thank our support staff for their work with students and their families. A special thank you goes to our teachers who are committed to the success of every student and continue to take a personal interest in their academic and social development. We are honored to have had the opportunity to work with such a dynamic group of resilient, kind, and talented students. We'd like to begin with our awards presentation.
It is my pleasure to present Mr. Larry Spielman performing our national anthem.
Oh, say can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets' red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Aleko and Chaz have served as excellent representatives of the class of 2021. As a team, they greeted the students each morning on morning announcements. They inspired our students to persevere during a challenging year, and they led by example in all areas of academics to attitude and participation. They will end their year here at High Desert with their final words of the class of 2021.
Good morning, High Desert Hawk Junior agents and families. I am Aleko Zorba, and this is my partner,
Chaz Kendall.
and welcome to our final briefing.
We are proud and happy to say that our Super Spy mission was a complete success and that you have all cracked the digital code.
It was a pleasure and honor to be your president
And Vice President,
this school year.
most of us have been together since kindergarten in our 3-year period at HDS. Sadly, this is a time where you will either go on to Vasquez or venture off somewhere else. And we look forward to seeing how you will succeed later on.
We would also like to give a special shout out to our 8th grade treasurer, Brandon Vasquez, as well as our 7th grade secretary, Riley Johnson. Also, we want to give our special shout out to our out of this world 8th grade teachers, Miss Maddox, Mr. Moe, Miss Miller, Miss Van Ornum, and Miss Alford.
These teachers truly made a return to in-person school a great and successful one and kept us engaged during distance learning.
We also want to thank all of you guys for voting for us and also participating in our 30 Spirit Day missions across the entire school year, whether it was virtual or in person.
This year wasn't the easiest, but with a joint effort, we pushed through and rocked it.
Even though it may not seem like it, we all just lived through history. So,
This is Chaz and Aleko signing off for the school year.
you have completed your mission.
Go Hawks!
Thank you, Aleko and Chaz, for your service to the school and all of us at High Desert. Through the Stay Gold efforts that were introduced by our superintendent, we have taken time to recognize students for their talents and contributions to our school. Timothy Hayes Financial is happy to award 3 of our students scholarships based on their improvement and determination this year at High Desert.
Hello, I'm Mrs. Maddox, and today I'm going to be presenting the Timothy Hayes Financial Corporation Scholarship winners. These scholarship winners have shown that they really want to pursue academic success. They have not let a pandemic stop them from pursuing their academic success. These scholarship winners have gone above and beyond this year to try to do their best. Our winners this year are Angel Gomez Enriquez, Lucas Williams, and Ashley Rodriguez Lopez. Congratulations.
Thank you, Timothy Hayes Financial, for supporting our students and their growth. We have been honored to have an amazingly decorated group of 8th graders this year. We have so many of our students who are academically decorated, and we want to recognize their efforts today. We want to recognize the top 10% of the class. Congratulations to Ryan Ames, Aleko Zorba, Brandon Vasquez, Max Schneider, Chaz Kendall, Noah Haley, Landon Jensen, Fernando Vasquez, Nathan Jacobson, and Andrew McClaws. We are very proud of all of you for your hard work. Thank you so much.
We also want to recognize our students who went above and beyond this year and were recognized for Special Achievement Awards.
Today, I'd like to present an award for outstanding achievement to a young man I've enjoyed getting to know this year. His enthusiasm for learning has been inspiring to me, encouraging to me as a teacher. And I first got to know him well when he was in my creative writing class, and I saw that he was willing to go the extra mile, maybe the extra 2 miles, to put extra effort into every assignment that we were working on. And now throughout the year, he hasn't lost steam. He's continued to excel in all that he does, not just in my English class, but in his other classes as well. And it's an inspiration to me to see a young man who loves to learn and doesn't mind working hard, who's personable and easy to get along with and eager to do what's asked of him, even if it's a challenge. So this year, I would like to present this Outstanding Achievement Award to Fernanda Vasquez.
The last couple of years has created a unique academic experience, to say the least. Our students have gone through so much. They have been asked to be resilient and remain focused on academics in a situation that most have not had to endure while juggling everything else that goes on with middle school. In a time where students have a good reason to make excuses, some have chosen to remain focused on academic achievement. As a staff, we have decided to award Landon Jensen the Outstanding Achievement Award. Landon is a student that prioritizes academics even when the chaos that is happening outside the classroom would give him an excuse not to. He is consistent with his work, respectful in the class, and continues to commit himself to doing more than the minimum asked of him. Having taught Landon the last couple of years, it is clear that he is an individual that strives for excellence. Congratulations, Landon, on receiving the award for Outstanding Achievement. You earned it.
Hi, I would like to present a very special award. It's an Outstanding Achievement Award to Jolina Polomera. Jolena came to us in February in the midst of distance learning, never having attended High Desert School. And she came from another school, I lead, where she was put into now a circumstance where she didn't know the students and didn't know the teachers. And she really attacked the distance learning with a vengeance. She was able to learn not only new curriculum and concepts that she had not been exposed to before, but she was also learning through the distance learning environment. Jolena set a goal to maintain high grades and to be able to really tackle the new curriculum to the very best of her ability. And so she wanted straight A's, and that's what she was striving for throughout this second semester. And when Jolena came, again, we were still on distance learning. So she had to navigate Google Classroom. She had to navigate through 6 new teachers, through new Zoom sites, and then all of the programs that we use as teachers to keep lessons fresh and new and ways of presenting materials to students. So she learned EduProtocols. She learned how to navigate Google Classroom, Zoom. She also learned about navigating quizzes, Quizlet, Lookit, and Nearpod. EduProtocols have many different ways of presenting materials. And so with that, she really was striving to learn as much as she could in the short amount of time that she had. And she did very well. And even when she was struggling with some of the material and the concepts, or just being able to juggle all of the classes, she never lost focus. And she was not afraid to ask for help. She knew what her limitations were and when she was getting in over her head. So Jolena, you have really done well this semester. You have maintained high grades and worked so hard to get all of your assignments in and done to very high standards. And so I'm just so proud of you. So congratulations. Keep up the wonderful work. I know you're going to do great things when you go to high school, and I hope that you get to enjoy all of the fun and the activities that come along with a learning setting at school. So please enjoy yourself.
Commitment is being dedicated to a cause or activity, and those who are committed to academics stand out from their peers in a very positive way. At the beginning of the year, this student set her sights on achieving in school, particularly in mathematics. Math does not necessarily come easily to her, and add to that the push in 8th grade to prepare for expectations in high school. Then add spending the year connecting with students and teachers virtually. This student sees challenges not as a barrier, but as an opportunity. She chooses her path based on the task before her. For more challenging assignments, she invests the time knowing that her investment of a slow and steady pace will help her to truly understand the material. Weekly and often daily, she attended office hours just to make sure she was understanding the math. Not only did she attend office hours, but she also brought her friend along with her. Often she attended just because her friend had a question and she wanted to make sure that she succeeded. She is a true friend, a mentor to those around her, and a kind-hearted young lady who has set the bar high for her academics. This student knows that practice isn't the thing that you do once you are good. Practice is the thing that makes you good. I am proud to say that this year she has exceeded all of her own goals and those we had for her. For outstanding achievement in academics, I am proud to recognize Ashley Rodriguez Lopez.
High Desert School is proud to present Audrey Miller with the Rising Star Award. Audrey has demonstrated success throughout this year and has done so through navigating the virtual classroom. This feat was not an easy task for many. It took perseverance and dedication to be successful. In doing so, she has increased her understanding of academic subjects throughout the year. This impressive young lady has mastered skills to be a future scholar leader, and High Desert School is pleased to confer to her this award.
Good morning, High Desert Hawk Junior agents. That has a whole new sound to it with our extremely dedicated and talented school leaders, Aleko, Zorba, and Chaz Kendall. Great leaders don't set out to be a leader. They set out to make a difference. Aleko and Chaz, you exemplify all of these qualities, from morning announcements, which contain motivation to keep trying during a pandemic, to enthusiastic participation in all activities, events, and Flipgrids, to providing inspirational moments both in academics in math class and in activities. These two young men can always be found with a smile, an encouraging word, leading by example, and with a positive attitude, where they translated their vision of a great school year into a reality. To quote John Quincy Adams, "If your actions inspire others to dream more, learn more, do more, and become more, you are a leader." Aleko and Chaz, you are incredible leaders, and you empower everyone around you to want to do great things alongside of you.
Aleko and Chaz, it was such a pleasure to have you in history this year. This year in history, we learned a lot about leadership. And some things that we learned about was being calm, cool, and collected during a time of crisis. And you two showed that to your classmates. We just lived through a pandemic, and you guys were our school leaders during that time period. During class, you were always willing to step in to make sure the conversation kept going. And when we were talking about current events, you always made sure that your classmates remained calm when we were talking about how crazy the world is and was going to get. It was just so great to have you guys this year, and I cannot wait to see what you guys will do in high school and beyond.
Aleko and Chaz in English for me have been remarkable leaders in setting a positive tone, a tone of hard work while still having fun working. I think perhaps one of the best things they have done in English class is to model how the joy of learning is a real thing. And when other people see them working hard and achieving, being enthusiastic in class and on morning announcements, and it sets a new tone for what's okay to do. We don't have to be too cool to excel. That's not the standard that they have set, and I've been thrilled to see our students follow the example that both Aleko and Chaz have set as student body leaders and in the classroom. It's been more than a pleasure to be their teacher.
Chaz and Aleko, you are the best of High Desert. It's what we want all of our students to aspire to be, to have the spirit and the willingness to take on projects and activities and really excite the other students about each day, no matter whether we are in a virtual setting or we're here on campus. And it has been my pleasure to watch both of you and have both of you in my science class, but see you with all of the activities that you have brought through the ASB leadership. I want to thank you both because you never gave up. You did not lose that enthusiasm this entire year, and you were a huge support for Mrs. Van Ornum and for all of us teachers, but Mrs. Van Ornum being your leader in ASB. So thank you so much for doing that job and keeping us all motivated and wanting to participate in all of the activities for the Spirit Days. Something that I remembered too is a quote from Gary Bykirk, Medal of Honor recipient. And you both show this in your daily lives and your daily walk. You never truly lead until you learn to serve. You never truly serve until you learn that there is something greater than yourselves. And the two of you have shown that throughout the year. You also have excited me about just being your teacher. So thank you so much for all of the wonderful things that you have brought to us. And I just want to say, go Hawks!
Hello, I'm Mrs. Maddox, and I'll be presenting the History Student of the Year. So this year, we've had the unique opportunity to present 2 students. History, despite its wrenching pain, cannot be unlived, but if faced with courage, need not be lived again. Maya Angelou. History is a subject which we wrestle with the pain of the past and try to make sense of it all. This is not an easy task to complete, especially in 8th grade. First, you have to be able to look at events from different perspectives and be willing to accept there are different versions of events that have happened in the past. Next, you have to be able to have empathy for the people you are studying. What did it feel like for them to experience these events? What was going through their minds? Lastly, you have to be able to piece the evidence together and form a conclusion. In order to fully study and understand history, one must look past the bias, have empathy, and be able to form conclusions. History is often seen as a subject where you just memorize facts and names and dates, but it really goes beyond just memorizing. It's really about analyzing. This year, I have had 2 students that have exemplified what it meant to truly study history: Fernando Vasquez and Nathan Jacobson. Both of these students rose to the occasion and were able to dive deep into the historical events and time periods we studied this year. They asked questions, formed their own opinions, and really went into the details in order to find their conclusions about what actually happened in these events. Fernando and Nathan often were the ones leading the class discussions and tried to get their classmates to also dig past the surface level and make deeper connections. Congratulations to Fernando and Nathan for being true historians.
I'm particularly pleased to announce this year's 8th grade English Department Award. The person that I have chosen has been such a solid English student all year long. I found that his grasp of grammar is so solid that if I've forgotten a term, I can ask him and he'll quickly look it up if he doesn't know and be back with a polite but correct response that makes me feel like we're collaborators in the teaching of grammar. I think as far as reading goes, he's a voracious reader. He will not only read a long, complex novel, but when he gets to the end, he'll do what I sometimes do, which is go back and read that first chapter or 2 or 3, because it becomes clear that the brilliance of the author is revealed when one sees, oh, they were already planting hints as to what was to come. And then when he took what he had read and turned it into a book talk Flipgrid video, he had a knack for understanding how much to tell, how much to explain as far as characters and setting and the plot in a way that made the listener who hasn't read the book interested, not give away too much, but understand the premise and be inspired perhaps to read it too. It was a delight to see his comprehension, his analysis, and his presentation, kind of his sales pitch in a well-spoken manner. His speaking skills, his writing skills, his reading skills, his listening. He is always alert to take in and process new information. I'm just all around very pleased and encouraged that I can send this student on to high school knowing that they're fully prepared to take advantage of their high school career in English classes. And so it is with tremendous pride and pleasure that I present the English Award to Ryan Ames.
Good mathematics is not about how many answers you know. It's about how you behave when you don't know. As teachers, we are asked to select a student of the year who exemplifies excellence in our subject matter. This class of students had many stand out who rose to the challenge of conquering Algebra 1, even from a distance. With no subtraction at all from all of the achievements of the others, I examined the absolute value of the students and discovered this student was a constant in class. They set the bar high above the mean grade. It wasn't enough to get the problem correct once. Work was written out, repeated, and talked through until there weren't any doubts about comprehension. This student maintained a course of positive growth every day and found a way to flourish in the midst of a pandemic. This student does not simply reduce their work down to make sense for themselves. They multiply their learning, including large fractions of others in the class. There wasn't a class period this year that this student did not speak up to share a solution or ask a question. Even when the internet was delayed, he found a way to communicate or participate in class discussions. Every math problem that was placed on his list was tackled with enthusiasm because the only way to learn math is to do math. This student can say, I will do math in my home. I will do math on the phone. I will do math on a boat. I will do math in the desert. I will do math anywhere. No matter where this student was, from the home to the desert to the river, his math came first and he prioritized school before play, which made his work ethic greater than or equal to the top of the class. Many variables were considered when selecting a student of the year, but the greatest common factor of this student is really quite rational. He has built-in work ethic, which played an integral role in beating the curve and getting good grades. I am so proud of this student and his enthusiasm for discovering why, not just knowing how. Having him as a student during distance learning and then in person brought me exponential joy as I watched this student become the teacher for his peers as well. Congratulations to Brandon Vasquez as our Math Student of the Year.
Hello. Every year we are asked to pick a student that is our student of the year for our academic area that we teach. And this year I would like to present my science award to an amazing 8th grader. It's really hard to choose someone that stands out when you have so many amazing students that do enjoy doing science. But this young person actually loved to have conversations outside of the classroom and just showed a general interest as well as a general understanding of science concepts and made me want to learn more about areas that I wasn't sure about. So this student that I chose for my Science of the Year is Aleko Zorba. Aleko comes by some science aptitude naturally, with his mom being in the science field. She's a geologist and taught geology for many years, and just has had a natural curiosity for science and sharing science with others. And then Aleko's dad works for NASA. So when we had the Perseverance landing on Mars in February, that was something that the whole class was able to get involved in and be really excited about. And Aleko, you have just been an inspiration throughout this past year to stay focused and be excited about learning, no matter what it was. And you know that everything we do has a basis from science. And so I just could not think of a better student to give the science award to than a fellow scientist that really enjoys geeking out and talking science. Congratulations, Aleko Zorba.
Virtual PE was not exactly what anyone would have envisioned that we would be doing this school year. But the 8th grade students and I set out to stay active and not let our time in quarantine affect our physical fitness. Guess what today is, students? Workout Wednesday. These words were repeated with enthusiasm week after week as we remained on virtual learning. We learned about sports from bocce ball to badminton and volleyball to football. Students used things they had at their homes to construct PE equipment that could be utilized for form and practice as we worked on the fundamentals of each new sport. HIIT workouts, yoga, and workout challenges, including bringing Sally up, were all part of the fun that we had this year. Our 2 PE students joined in every activity and challenged themselves to stay physically active even while they were at home. John F. Kennedy says, "Physical fitness is not only one of the most important keys of a healthy body, it is the basis of dynamic and creative intellectual activity. In other words, physical fitness makes you smarter." These 2 students returned to in-person school and conquered their mile run with determination and grit. They joined in every sport we played with enthusiasm and teamwork, and they encouraged those around them to do the same. I am very proud of all their hard work this year. Congratulations to our physical education students of the year, Angel Rios and Karma McCormick. Congratulations. Thank you to all of the students who worked so hard this year and persevered despite the challenges. We are so impressed with your tenacity and love of our school, and it was a highlight for all of us when we reunited on campus in person. Congratulations to all of our students. Next, we are proud to recognize our salutatorian, Noah Haley.
Hello, High Desert Hawks and families. My name is Noah Haley, and I'm part of the graduating class of 2021. I've known most of these kids since kindergarten, and we've all grown up together. Our school years were going by pretty normally until March of 2020, and then everything changed. I was so excited for a sudden 2-week break, but then it turned into way more, and school as we knew it was gone. The last 14 months have been very hard for all of us. Spending our days learning on a computer has been very different and challenging, but our teachers stepped up and they got us through it. It's been tough seeing our friends on Zoom instead of the classroom and the quad, but we're all together now, and we're graduating. We have really great and supportive families, and we have proven how tough we are. We should be very proud of ourselves, because after going through all of this, I think we are ready for high school. Good luck, class of 2021. Thank you.
We would now like to recognize our valedictorian, Ryan Ains.
Hello. I'm honored to have the opportunity to speak before you all on this magical occasion that marks the transition into high school chapters of our lives. First, I'd like to thank everyone for supporting us along the journey. Parents, thank you for offering support and help at all times. I doubt many of us graduating here today could do it without you. Thank you to all our amazing teachers that dedicate their lives preparing us for our futures. The support, guidance, and generosity that you've provided throughout this experience has been out of this world. I want to quote William Arthur Ward: "The mediocre teacher tells. The good teacher explains. The superior teacher demonstrates. And the great teacher inspires." This quote means so much to me because the teachers here at High Desert have always inspired me to push and work harder every day, even when it's hard, and they're great mentors and examples in our lives. As we head into high school, many doors and important life choices open up for us. The freedom and ability to drive, deciding college choices and the route you're going to take in life. Now is the time where you need to be truthful to yourself and determine your ethical and moral standards and what you'll uphold. It has its twists and turns, but it will be an experience to remember, just like the past years we've had here. As we round off this wacky year, we need to remember the memories we've made, regardless of if it was not the most conventional. They were still worth making and developing the friendships of a lifetime. I want to end off with a quote by Nelson Mandela. It always seems impossible until it's done. Here we've finished a significant point of our young lives and must move on to the next point and dive right in with the momentum we've gained from middle school. Thank you for all we've done with my group of peers and fellow valedictorians, and let's end this year off with a bang.
We would now like to recognize valedictorian Chaz Kendall.
Good morning, High Desert Hawk junior agents and families. I am Chaz Kendall, and I'd like to thank you for coming here today. And before I start my actual speech, I would like to thank my other valedictorians, salutatorian, and every other 8th grader for accomplishing this school year. I hope you all succeed in your high school career and in the rest of your life. I want to give a big thank you to my parents, first of all, for really supporting me in times where I may have had trouble. I would also like to thank the teachers for adapting to distance learning and then flipping their entire schedule over to fit in in-person school. I'd also finally like to thank my dog Benji, who is not here today, but I'd really like to thank him for in times of distance learning while we are on the computers, he was always there to put a smile on my face, and it really motivated me, believe it or not. Finally, I would like to thank each and every one of you for making this school year truly enjoyable. I hope that you all succeed later on. Thank you to everyone.
And now we would like to recognize valedictorian Max Schneider.
Welcome, teachers, parents, board members, and friends. Before I start, I want to congratulate my fellow valedictorians, Ryan, Aleko, Chaz, and Brennan. We have all worked hard and made many great memories along the way. As our last year at High Desert comes to an end, there are some thank yous I would like to give to my past and present teachers. As John F. Kennedy said, we must find time to stop and thank the people who make a difference in our lives. First off, thank you to the incredible Mr. Rowland for teaching us a strong work ethic and not to procrastinate. Thank you to Miss E. Miller and Miss Van Arnhem for being great teachers and engaging us in math while challenging us. Miss Mitchell, thank you for teaching us that we need to deal with others' emotions even if we don't want to, or just drink a purple monster. Then there's Mr. Spielman, aka Captain Tie-Dye, and Miss Alford. I could always count on doing fun hands-on labs and activities in your science classes. Finally, thank you to Mr. Moat for being our history teacher these last 2 years and making learning fun. To my classmates, thank you for all the great memories we have made together at the school. I look forward to starting the next chapter at Vasquez. As quoted from Malcolm X, education is the passport to our future, for tomorrow belongs to the people who prepare it today. Thank you.
Next, we are honored to hear from valedictorian Brandon Vasquez.
Hello and good morning. My name is Brandon Vasquez, one of your 8th grade valedictorians. This year has definitely been a challenge due to the circumstances we are in, but with the help of our amazing High Desert teachers, I was able to achieve the award of valedictorian, along with some of my best friends, Max, Aleko, Chaz, Ryan, and Noah. Congratulations to you all, as I know we have struggled these past few months with the new learning style, but we have been able to take those challenges and strive to break the code. So let this carry on to our new mission to high school, that even when we are thrown a new challenge, as long as you are determined and hardworking, you can complete anything. Thank you.
Finally, we would like to welcome valedictorian Aleko Zorba.
Good morning, everyone. Principal Kubala, teachers, family, and friends. I'm honored to be here today, a valedictorian for my class. Like many of us, I am a product of this school district. Since kindergarten, I've worked hard every day, whether it was at Meadowlark, learning my ABCs and 1, 2, 3s, or here at High Desert, memorizing the Pythagorean theorem, or learning the wisdom of the Constitution. This is a journey, and I want to thank my family, my teachers, my friends, and coaches, who have all influenced and inspired me into becoming the young man I am today. This year has not been an easy one, and I don't think any of us would have anticipated what we have overcome. Sure, it was difficult to get comfortable with the new ways of virtual learning, and there were times when it just sucked. But we all got through this school year together. We are all, each of us here today, excited to celebrate this waypoint in our life's journey. But we do not travel alone, nor do we travel unaccompanied. So from me to you, thank you all for everything you have done for us to arrive safely and successfully at this moment. I know we are all happy to put this school year behind us, but do not look at today as an ending. Today is rightfully called a promotion, for we are ascending and moving ahead in pursuit of greater knowledge, increasing challenges, and more responsibilities. The next level in our education will begin in just a moment, and I am looking forward to this tremendous next step in our lives. But to get there, to get where we are going, there will be even more challenges. There will be risks, and each one of us will undoubtedly know failure. Failing is defined as being unsuccessful in achieving one's goals. But to me, failure is a step on the way to success. It is a process of learning and becoming that person you aspire to be, a leader, an advocate, a teacher, or even a valedictorian. I have learned the mark of a champion is not the person who never fails. A champion is the person who gets back up after failing, the person who dusts himself off after a defeat and tries again and then again. Someone who learns from their mistakes, learns who they really are from their setbacks or losses. This is a journey to knowing who we are so that we can push ourselves to attain what we thought was never possible, to never give up because we can all be champions. No one will remember this speech or the words myself and my fellow valedictorians will say today. What we will remember is what we have all accomplished this year to get to this moment together. Thank you.
Thank you to all of our students for their dedication and perseverance during this unique year. I know each of you has incredible potential. As your principal, I challenge you to be responsible enough to own your part. Fix the little things that seem to hinder you from being and doing your best. Be respectful enough to always say thank you, and I appreciate that to all of those who help you reach those milestones in your life. Be ready to take on all the challenges and obstacles that you face as you prove to the world that the Hawks are made to soar. Remember, you are smart, you are good enough, and you are capable of everything you put your mind and heart into. Student success at High Desert is in large part due to the commitment of our teachers and staff. We have incredibly dedicated teachers who spend countless hours planning and getting to know their students here at High Desert. The benefit of attending a small school is that all of the teachers get to know their students individually, and students leave here today as valued members of the High Desert family. We now present the promoting class of 2021.
Aiden Isaiah Alvarado. Ryan Scott Ames.
I want to thank everyone for helping me through the wonderful experience of middle school at High Desert. First, I want to express my appreciation towards my family. They've always been there for me to support me and help me in progressing emotionally, mentally, and physically. Next, I would like to thank my group of peers. I've known the same people for so many years at school now, and they're a great group of people that have helped me throughout this journey and been good friends to me. Finally, I want to sincerely thank and convey my gratitude towards the wonderful teachers and staff at High Desert. They are what makes High Desert what it really is, and they have given me an experience of a lifetime that I will never forget. Thank you for teaching me and helping me progress in my knowledge and understanding of the world around me. I'll be sad to see my middle school days go, but I'm ready for the challenge, which is high school, thanks to you all.
Caden Wild Bennett. Malia Talise Bruce.
I would say the people who helped me the most during this school year was the teachers and my mom. My mom would always sit with me late at night when I had to work on my math and I didn't get something. She would always help me with those escape rooms in math that I could never get. And the teachers, they were just in the office hours. And if you needed help, they were right there. It was just really helpful. And I am just grateful to everyone who helped me this year, my family, the teachers, everyone.
Daniel Augustine Cabrera.
Hello everyone, today I'm going to talk to you about my 8th grade thank yous. So first I want to say thank you to my mom for helping me on all the projects and assignments throughout all of middle school. She helped me a lot on all the Alex projects, such as the animal project that we did in 6th grade at the end of the year before we went to the Aquarium of the Pacific. And I want to thank her for helping me on all the assignments. I gave it's a chance that I had to have a mother like this. And the second person I want to thank is my father for helping me on my sports so I can join into the soccer leagues and play soccer with my team. And I'm thankful for for what they did through this middle school to help me get through it. So I really thank them and thank everyone for this middle school that I went through. And thank you.
Diego Carlos Camacho.
To all the 8th grade teachers, I want to thank Mrs. Alford, Mrs. H. Miller, Mrs. E. Miller, Mrs. Van Ornum, Mrs. Maddox, and Mrs. Mitchell. So I want to thank you for letting me be a part of this experience and just making the part way easier and way more fun with you guys. So I want to also thank my mom and dad for letting me get through this whole year, the school year, even though it was tough. I also want to thank Brandon Vasquez and Angel Gomez for helping me with quite a bit of things with math and science. So Angel with a lot of stuff and Brandon with a little bit of math. So thank you to everybody who's been here and thanks for supporting me and just thank you overall.
Jake Owen Kaplinger.
Jorge Carbajal.
Shoned R. Carr. Riley True Cochran. Jonah Dominic Camino. Eric Delgadillo. William Alexander Diaz. Thomas Ryan Duncan. Alicia Hope Dvorak.
Hi, at High Desert Middle School, I think the people that had a positive impact on me were my mom and my friends. My mom kept telling me to keep going and try hard and to get through these middle school years. My friends made me enjoy middle school, made me laugh, and kept me going. And I hope that the next 4 years of high school are great as well. And I want to give a special thanks to my mom and my best friends. Thank you.
Anthony Nicholas Escobedo. Mariana Carmen Farias.
Hi there, I'm Mariana, and I want to say thank you to quite an amount of people. But because I only have like a minute of your time, I will go ahead and try to make it quick. Let's start with my teachers. In every grade, I've had a teacher that makes me fall in love with learning. When I began to have multiple teachers, they all managed to exceed my expectations, making me enjoy every single year I've had here. I would be excited every single day to come and learn with these amazing teachers. My mom's always telling me that my school is basically my second family, and they definitely are, caring for me and being there for me when I really needed it. Every single teacher left me with absolutely amazing memories that I could never forget. Let's move on to the others who helped. The staff who I was always bothering, my sister who made my life 100 times better, and of course, the rest of my family for always pushing me to succeed. I know I can be a pain sometimes, but for everyone here that manages to handle me, I just want to say thank you. Last but not least, I'm going to say thank you to all of my friends that made this year the absolute best, making me laugh until my guts hurt and raising my spirits when I really did need it. Thank you to everyone at High Desert School.
Aiden Alfonso Gameros. Jennifer Garduno Mondragon. Lucas James Garrett.
Angel Gabriel Gomez Enriquez. Marco Alexander Gonzalez Galvan. Desiree Gonzalez Serrano.
To my fellow 8th grade teachers, I wanted to let you know how much of an impact you've made while in my 8th grade year here at High Desert Middle School. You taught me how to preserve while I was struggling with my course load and how to exceed beyond my expectations. With your help, I started to explore other possibilities and more opportunities that will help me throughout my career or my lifetime. Without all your care and attention, I probably wouldn't have found the confidence to move forward and find passion in different activities. So I want to say thank you to Ms. Van Renum, Miss Alford, Mr. Moe, and Ms. Miller for doing an awesome job this year during the pandemic, during all the stress and panic. So keep being awesome, and I bet even the next year's students will say the same thing.
Evelyn Lucia Gutierrez Ontiveros. Noah Daniel Haley.
For my 8th grade year, I would like to thank my family, particularly my parents. No matter how hard my work got this year, they always supported me, and I will thank them for that. Not just them either, I would also like to thank my friends for also making this really fun, and my teachers for still helping me with all this when I needed help. Overall, it was a fun year, and I would like to thank my family, my friends, and all my teachers for helping me through this.
Shayla Jewel Helton. Nathan Matthew Hobbs. Ryan Hurtado. Nathan Gregory Jacobson.
Hi, my name's Nathan Jacobson, and I just wanted to thank everyone who's helped me throughout these 3 middle school years. Whether it was a friend who helped me with homework or one of the amazing teachers that would go the extra mile to make sure that I had something done. I especially want to thank my dad for always being there and being the best parent that a kid could have. Thank you to all of the 8th grade teachers for still making learning fun and exciting, even during these times. I want to thank Miss Van Ornum and all of the other teachers for trying to make 8th graders have the best possible year. Thank you to everyone who's gotten me to this point in my life.
Landon Maddox Jensen. Tian K. Josephson. Charles Chaz Kenneth Kendall.
Hi, I'm Chaz Kendall. I'd just like to give a big thank you to all of the teachers for not only making distance learning possible with totally changing up what they're used to doing and adapting. They made it amazing, but then totally changing their plans for the rest of the year to make in-person school amazing and fun. So big thank you to you guys. Also a big thank you to my parents who really supported me, and big motivation there to help me get good grades. And finally, just a big thank you to my friends and everyone who was on the journey with me for this really memorable school year. Thank you.
Carlos Daniel Martinez. Jared Richard Masamitsu. Evelyn Sitlali Mata. McCaden Julian Charles Matson. Karma Braylene McCormick. Andrew Jordan Kiyoshi McLaws.
Hello, this is Andrew, and thank you, Mr. Rowland, for helping me organize my work and make it easier to go through 7th and 8th grade. And thank you for my parents for being great, and thank you very much. Bye-bye.
Audrey Lynn Marie Miller.
Natalie Mora. Deegan Trent Morrell. Callan Abigail Morgan.
Jolena Zavet Palomera.
Gavin Cole Perillo. Zoe Alexandra Quiros.
Hi, so one of the people that I would like to thank for supporting me throughout middle school and has always helped me throughout my problems and everything is my mom. My mom has always been there. She's always supported me, and I absolutely love my mom because she's just always there. She's always there by my side. She'll help me with everything that I need help with, or if I'm in trouble, or she's just always been very supportive. And even if I get a bad grade sometimes, my mom is very understanding, and she always says she will just always support me, and she'll just say, just do better next time and keep trying. I know you can do this. That's what my mom says every single time. My mom always says, just keep trying, do your best, and work hard so that it will pay off in the future. All your hard work will always pay off in the future. So my mom has always been very supportive. So my mom is the person that I would like to thank the most for supporting me.
Andres Salome Rivales. Angel Rios. Ashley Sahari Rodriguez Lopez. Melissa Rosas. Caitlin Nevea Russell. Bella Sophia Sines.
Wow, this is really crazy. I never thought that this day would actually come. But first, I would like to thank my parents. They were around to help me with homework and to encourage me to always do my best. They have constantly been there for me and could make me laugh when no one else could. Thank you to my friends who have stood by me all these years. I know I can be a bit much sometimes, but they stood by me, and I'm so grateful for that. Thank you, teachers who have not only taught me their subject, but things I can take with me forever. We've laughed so many times, and all those memories I will treasure. When I feel like giving up, they encourage me to keep going and to just always, always do my best. Thank you, High Desert staff. You guys work hard every day to make sure that we're happy. And Miss Dahlstrom, you always seem to brighten my morning. I hold a special place for every one of you in my heart. Thank you guys so much for helping me with my journey. Go Hawks.
Melissa Angelica De Jesus. Nathan Alexander Sanchez. Maxwell William Schneider.
As we are bringing our last year at High Desert to an end, I'd like to share some thank yous. First off, thank you, Mr. Rowland, for teaching us all good work ethic and not to procrastinate. Thank you to Miss E. Miller and Miss Van Ornum for teaching us math and challenging us with some crazy projects. Thank you to Miss Mitchell for teaching us that you need to deal with others' emotions even when you don't want to. And finally, thank you to Mr. Moe for being our amazing history teacher these last 2 years and making learning fun.
Samantha Paige Seeley. Nathan John Sisson.
Elizabeth Marie Southworth. Natalie Lynn Louise Tebbett. Davina Julie Torres. Miranda Antonella Tovar. Alexandria Morningstar Van Blarkum. Brandon Lewis Vasquez.
Hello, my name is Brandon Vasquez, a student here at High Desert School. First off, I'd like to thank all of the amazing teachers, 6th through 8th grade, who have made these past few years so unforgettable. I'd like to thank them for supporting me and always being there to help me when I needed that help. Thank you also to my parents for always supporting and encouraging me to strive to be my best. Thank you so much. Throughout my middle school journey, no one has ever left me alone without help. So thank you, staff, teachers, and my parents for helping me through these past few years. I'm excited to start a new chapter in my life with new challenges. So thank you all.
Fernando Kenneth Vasquez.
This thank you message goes to my family. My family has always supported me throughout all of my life and through middle school, and they have always helped me when I needed the help. They have always taught me the differences between right and wrong, and have always guided me in the right path. I have cherishing moments with each and every one of them, and I enjoy them. I love them, and I have a great time spending time with them, and they've taught me life lessons that I will never forget. Thank you. Thank you, Mom, Dad, my 3 brothers, Jerry, James, and Ethan, and my little sister, Kelly. Have a great summer break, and I'll see you next year.
Bridget Valandia.
My 8th grade thank you, I would say, for the teachers, Ms. Vinornum and Ms. Alford, since they've supported me through everything. And with schoolwork and anything, they were very helpful. And out of my friends, I would like to thank Ashley because she actually pushed me to do better in school. And she was just very supportive in all times and has always been there. So, yeah.
Gabriella Rose Vianney Vale. Cameron Cole Wadsworth. Kaiden Stephen Lee Warner. Lucas Edward Williams.
For my 8th grade, I would like to thank my parents. In this school year, they've encouraged and helped me to grow this year, and I couldn't do it without them.
Jeremiah Miko Wilmond. Adam Wiganowski. Francisco Aziel Zambrano. Aleko Nicholas Zorba.
Congratulations, graduates. The success of our students this year was also in large part due to all of you, the parents and families who provided a quiet place to learn, encouragement to keep going, and extra love and support from home this past year. We applaud you all.
This year also would not have been possible without the support of our amazing Booster Club. They have continued to find creative ways to support our students behind the scenes, including providing the decorations and treats for the students today. They are truly an incredibly talented and supportive group who love our students. Thank you, High Desert Booster Club.
This commencement has been truly noteworthy for everyone here. Promotion is indeed a time of completion, of finishing, of an ending. However, it is also a time of celebration of achievement, and most importantly, a beginning as you move on to high school. In closing, I would like to leave you with these powerful words from Dr. Kalam. You cannot change your future, but you can change your habits, and surely your habits will change your future. High Desert School Class of 2021, you are all a success story waiting to be told. So write a good one. Congratulations to our 8th grade class of 2021.